So, hey everybody, welcome back to World of Tanks with Hachiman, and I'm bringing you your first look review at the AC1 Sentinel. This is the new Tier 4 British tank, which was actually an Australian tank, but since Australia doesn't get a tech tree, it is British as far as we're concerned in watt. Um, when I saw they were coming out with a fast British medium tank that was low tier and it was only 10 bucks, I ran out and bought it. Well, they fooled us. See this right here, top speed 60 kph? Yeah, not really. Not unless you're going downhill. The machine's only got 330 horsepower. So you're at about 30 tons. Well, you can do the math. Okay, you're about 11 horsepower per ton, which is not the specific power of a fast machine. What it is the specific power of a very sluggish machine. Not quite this sluggish, but pretty sluggish. This 60 kph top speed you will not reach unless you're going downhill. There's just no way. You kind of top out in the 30s to 40 range, which still makes you a whole lot faster than the Matilda. But when I say you top out in the 30s to 40 range, it takes you a long time to get there. Alright, so anyway, let's talk about it for a second. Let's look at the armor. 65 millimeters frontal, side, and rear on the turret. 65 on the front hull, 45 on the side, 45 on the rear. Now, compared to our other Tier 4 British tank, the Matilda, this armor's a little bit lower. But if you look at this, and then look at that, the obvious thing you notice that's different is sloping. Okay, so with 65 millimeters frontal hull armor, but almost every surface of it is sloped, it actually performs substantially better than 65 millimeters. You will find that this machine bounces quite a lot of low caliber shells. You're not going to bounce shots from tier 6 and 7 tanks, we know that, or tier 5 and 6s as a general rule, but when you're in the middle tier or the top tier and you're up against 2, 3s, 4s, and a few 5s, you'll bounce a fair number of shells. The gun is the QF 2-pounder Mark 10A compared to the top gun of the Matilda, which is the QF 2-pounder Mark 10B. They're both 40 millimeters. They're 2-pound guns. Matilda has a slightly higher rate of fire at 28.57 rounds per minute versus 26.09 on the Sentinel's gun. Penetration's a big difference. Matilda gets 121 millimeters of pen, which the Sentinel's gun can only accomplish with premium ammo. Okay, but 88 with standard ammo, if you're in a tier 4 game, is more than adequate. You can even pen a Matilda with that. The damage on the Matilda gun is higher as well at 55, whereas this guy gets 45. Now this machine can fire HE, which the Matilda cannot. Why you would, I don't know. The Matilda's gun has slightly more accurate, not enough to really worry about, but aims substantially faster. So what it amounts to, let's just keep it very simple. What you have here in the Sentinel AC1, beyond the fact it's a very goofy looking machine, is basically a faster Matilda with not quite as good of a weapon. Now we all know the Matilda's gun. I mean, let's look at the Matilda here. With rammer and vents, my Matilda is firing every 1.77 seconds. I don't even have a Brothers in Arms crew, nor am I running a premium consumable like pudding. That's just stupid. And with 121 pen, you can pen the front of tier 5 heavies and maybe some tier 6s, depending. Certainly no OIs. You'll have a hard time with the M6 T150, but certainly a VK3601H or a Sushi Tiger, you can pen the front. The Sentinel with the same crew and no premium consumables with vents and a rammer, I'm getting 1.94 second reload, so it's 0.17 seconds slower, a little bit slower, less pen, less damage. So you don't have the DPM capability that you do in the Matilda, but you do have more speed. So You'll see just how much speed in just a second. Alright, so what you're about to witness here is my very first game in the Sentinel. Okay, and I didn't really look over the stats on the engine before I launched this game. I did check out the gun, make sure I was very clear on how the gun would work, but and you'll see why that matters here right now, because at this point I was expecting to be doing at least 40, and I'm just barely getting into the 30s going downhill. Oh, 50, 57, 60. I'm at top speed. Okay, alright, so it takes a moment to get going. No big deal. Alright, no big deal. Okay, gonna lose a little speed here. Still in the 50s, upper 40s, not bad. Alright, I wish I was a little faster right now, but there's nothing really fast on the enemy team either. So, except for Stewart, which I'm not worried about. So let's get up this hill so I can get some shots into that chi. Ha, 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 ha. 11? Really? Dude, I'm going 11. I may as well be driving a Matilda. Wow. Yeah, that was an eye-opener, let me tell you. Alright, got a PZ-38NA down there. Not sure. Oh, look at that, I got the lunar bug. Alright, penning the PZ-38 without much trouble. Gun fires very quickly, as you can expect, less than accurate. AMX-40, oh crap, I can't pen him. Oh, yes I can. And he runs away. That's funny. That stupid lunar mode. And is he going to come out? Nope. That's fine. I'm a patient man. I do want to see if there's anything right around the corner to shoot at, but... Yep, here comes a Valentine. Bounced a Valentine. Pinned him there. Bounced him there. Bounced him there. Still bouncing. He bounced me. Oop, pinned me that time. That one went in. That one went in. There we go. He's ricocheting. I missed. Or pounced him, I should say. Having some trouble with this guy. He pinned me. He bounced me. There we go. Went through. I did switch to premium because I need him to go away quick. Alright, and he's dead. But, I mean, you can see that. Those 2-pounder guns blasting away at each other. That armor held up pretty well. It did bounce some shots. But I did take some pens too, just for volume of fire. Sight of Matilda, regular ammo, not going through it. Because he's turned, there we go. I've got him at a flat angle now. And I'm firing premium. And I can get through him. And he's dead. I got 1 premium round left. You will have to fire premium. 81 pens just not enough. That premium round didn't even go through an AMX AC40. He can't quite get on me. That one went in. Got a little lucky with that weak spot. There we go, inside the drive wheel. He can't pen me though. He's just bouncing shells off me. I just can't quite get him. There he goes. Fired 18. I've had 18 hits already. I've fired a lot more than 18 shots. But that AMX-40 did not pen me once. Now I want to try and get back up this hill, see what I can shoot at over here. 11 kph. It is not a fast machine. It's got enough high top speed, but if you don't get a downhill push, you're not going to reach it. Got a DW2 out there. Durchwagen 2. Can't get on him because of rocks. So I'm just going to move up. They just killed an Artie who was apparently closing into point blank range for some reason. There's a Type 95. I can pen him, no problem. If I can hit him. There we go. There we go. And another. And another. Something shot at me. I don't have 6th Sense on this crew because, frankly, it's my Matilda crew. Why do you need 6th Sense on a Matilda? If they spot you, you're already being shot at, and you can't get away. Just going to keep laying into this Type 95. 30 millimeters of armor is not going to prevent me from penning him. I seem to have lost him. Toldy 3 bounced off me. There we go. He backed up a little bit, and I finish him off. Toldy 3 is still shooting at me. Can't see him. Oh, there he is. He moved behind a rock. Yes, this was my first game in this machine. Yes, I did get an ace tanker in it. Haven't quite repeated this performance again. I did speed up time there because otherwise it's just going to take way too long. And I am thinking Top Gun. I've got 5 kills. I know I can make it. There's the priest. I've got just the top of him. Aim. Miss. Hit him that time. Hit him again. Missed. One more. One more. And then he backs off. Really? So then I ask my team if they would be kind enough to give me the Top Gun. And look at the response I get. Earn it. I did 1,344 damage in a Tier 4 game. I literally did almost as much damage as the whole rest of my team combined. The total hit points of the enemy team was I think 3,800 or something like that, and I did 1,344. All right, so I did more. I remember when I looked at the final scores, I did more damage than the next 5 guys. So it was kind of obnoxious that was thrown back at me. But anyway, I'm going to show you one more. Alright guys, so this is my second game in the Sentinel AC1. It is not the performance you just saw. It's a 3rd class mastery badge. I think I may have had a Confederate medal, but you get to see the way the Sentinel AC works when it has Tier 5 targets to contend with. And here off we go. And I'm going to speed up time because it's almost like watching a Matilda drive. It's just not really that fast. I'm at 38 kph, getting nowhere near that 60 top speed, and I'm slowing down going over these hills in the woods down into the low 30s. And you can see the team has pretty much decided to abandon the Magic Force. I got an LTZ-38 coming, and that's about it. It's just us. But I can't help but notice that the LT hasn't spotted anything yet. So I'm going to be very, very careful. He's in a decent spot. He should be seeing something. Got an enemy tank in the middle. PZ-4D. Yep. I don't know what he's thinking. Just driving right up the middle into a bunch of bad guys. He's probably going to die. And there's an enemy Matilda. Well, crap on a cracker. Ooh. Blocked an HE shell from an M4. I think he was using a 3-inch gun. If I had been a derp, I'd probably have been close to dead after that. Took one hit from the Matilda, bounced on off him. That's going to be a hard thing to deal with. You can see I'm now loading 22 rounds of premium instead of 10. Okay, well, Matilda got dealt with by Artie, so that's probably about the best thing that could have happened there. Stug 3 in the middle now. Alright, I'll take that shot. I hit him with one, I switched back to regular AP, because I've got a side. I don't need premium to pin that. Can't quite get on the Hetzer. There we go. Missed. That one got him. That one got him. Set him on fire for a moment. And we got an M4 Sherman, excuse me. Miss. Ooh. Took an AP round. I was hoping angled backwards, backing down, it would bounce off, but I think he got me through the upper plate, the lower plate rather. I can't see the impact point. So I'm going to flank around. The LT is going right at him, because that's the smart thing to do. And that's what I wanted. Ooh, bounced. There we go. It's hard to see exactly where I'm trying to impact when I've got this lunar bug going on. M4 kills the LT. Actually, already got him. Alright, well, I'm coming around on him now. Pen. Bounced. Penned him that time. Check to see if I have a shot on Artie. No. Well, let's just keep punishing him. He turned his side to me. Of course, it's angled pretty well, so I'll pick this turret instead, because I have that flush. One more shot gets him. He's turning his turret, but not in time. Artie's on the run. There's another Artie. No shot on either of them. Oh, I have the Sturmpanzer for... Oh. Whoops. Sorry, buddy. Friendly fire event. Not nearly the damage numbers you saw before, but I was competing with higher tier tanks this time. So, it's actually a better... gives you a better sense of what this tank can actually do against higher tier targets. Let's speed up time here. Will I get in there quickly enough to get some shots off? Probably not. T-67's behind a hill. Yep, sure enough. He's all that's left. Really wish I had that 60 kph top speed right now. But all I'm getting is in the 30s. Certainly better than a Matilda. If you were in a Matilda, you wouldn't even get this close. Ooh, I might just get one on him. No, that's not gonna happen. Anyway, though. Hope that was good enough for you guys. I hope you guys liked watching the review on the Sentinel AC1. It's a fun little tank. Is it worth $10? Probably. I've played it a few times. You know, it gives you a way to play something like a Matilda, but make some actual credits, because it does make money, and you can fire off a fair number of premium rounds and still make money. So, because they're pretty cheap. But anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe for more. See you around.